Hi, home sellers. If you think your home is perfect and you're ready for your home inspection, watch this. There is nobody that loves their home more than a home seller. Home sellers generally feel that their home is worth more than other homes on the street, and they almost always feel that it is in better condition than any other property that's on the market. One of the things we find when we're listing and selling properties as real estate agents is home sellers feel that their home is in perfect condition, especially a prideful homeowner. And I'm in front of a home inspection right now. I'm just waiting in the car. It's pretty chilly this morning that I'm filming this. And this is the third home inspection where the home seller really feels that their home is in great condition, and it may well be, and they usually are. But what generally happens is a home inspector gets hired by a buyer that's only been in the home for 5 to 10 minutes. So they generally hire their inspectors, a good inspector that goes in there, that uses all the systems, that opens and closes all the doors, that tests the electric, that tests the plumbing, tests all the appliances, checks the roof, yada, 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 all that jazz. And at the end of the day, what I can tell you is the last 2 home inspections that I've been to where the sellers were adamant, there's nothing wrong with my home, I'm not fixing a thing. We are with lists, one that has actually 33 items of repair on the list, and just by coincidence, the next one had 34 items on the list. Both sellers insisted their homes were in supreme condition, and there wouldn't be anything on the report. And it's not something to be rejoicing over as a agent who hires the inspector, or as a buyer. Like, it's not a big gotcha. The buyers just want to know what they're buying. The sellers, oftentimes don't mean for their home to have these items being faulty, but here's what happens if you actually live in a home. Sometimes you just don't notice these things. They kind of, loose things get more wiggly, and you start working around a light switch that doesn't flip from the other side unless it's flipped down on the other end of the hallway. And that's a wiring issue. Something was wired improperly, and although it's not going to really damage the house per se, it is something that will show up on an inspection report. So these inspection reports, here are the kind of things that we found on the report that a good listing agent probably would have warned them about prior to. Number one, getting your air conditioning serviced. Not only having it serviced, but making sure that the vents that both pull air into the unit and then the vents in the various bedrooms that blow the cold air out get cleaned. Now, we're not talking about concealment here. Let's get it right. Sometimes if these air vents, like for example, are by a sliding door, that cold air is coming out where a door is open often, and it causes condensation, and sometimes it'll get like a mildew on it or a mold. So that is an opportunity for the M word to show up on a home inspection report when it's something that wipes off just with Windex and a paper towel. So items like that inside the window frames, again, where the cold window on the air conditioned side is meeting the humid, hot air on the outside consistently, perhaps on the same time of the day with the sun coming up or the sun coming down, you'll have that M word on the window, like the metal bars that go around the window. Something that can be wiped off. Doesn't mean that the house has mold, but it's an opportunity to not have that word show up on your home inspection report. Another big place is the pocket doors. Now, pocket doors are so much fun. They almost never work correctly. They almost always drag the door jamb. They are almost always warped, and the locks never line up correctly. On top of that, most people don't open and close their pocket doors, nor do they dust them or look for mold or mildew, and that's where it oftentimes shows up. So pocket doors, closet doors that are frequently not open, and that includes the bifold ones. When you open them up, on the back of the doors, there's often some sort of mold or mildew on the back of those. Those could easily be wiped off. In addition, all these other little items that just seem to work themselves loose. One of the big ones that we always see is the wax ring on the toilets are leaking. The toilets are not bolted down correctly, or the bolts have need adjusted or fixed, as well as GFCI outlets that no longer trip. And for some reason, shower heads dripping, the P-traps in the sink not sealing so that someone can hold water in the sink bowl. And then last, the drains under the sink are sometimes not adhered correctly under it, so that if it's full of water and you pull the trap, water will come out. So the next person who may use a heavier amount of water in a bathroom or a kitchen sink could actually cause like a little mini flood under the sink. So these are just like a variety of things, plus many more, that an experienced listing agent can tell you as a home seller to maybe tidy up or tighten up before you get to the part where your home is listed and you're going to have a home inspection. Now, the way to avoid a lot of this is just to have the home pre-inspected. And, you know, maybe if you live in a home long term, it wouldn't hurt you to have the full inspection just to find out, because sometimes a home inspection is only a few $100s, and this loose item or this faulty item could turn into something thousands of dollars down the road, and it'll actually pay for itself, most especially where there are wiring, plumbing, or roof issues related. So, you know, if you're looking for a home inspector to do a pre-inspection for you, or to speak with an experienced listing agent in Southwest Florida, I'd love to talk to you. I can either, you know, walk you through getting your home ready for listing it, or refer to you a great home inspector that can actually inspect your home thoroughly so that you can hire a handyman and get these items fixed and present the highest level quality property to buyers in this competitive market. You know, buyers will pay top dollar for a home, but they expect a home to be in pristine condition. And for a few $100s, you can provide that product to your home buyers. That's it. If I can help in any way, just let me know. You know how to reach me. Look down below in the comments. Hey, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you receive more notifications of these handy videos.